Hey, it's Jordan with TYT Politics. Excuse me if you see frozen boogers. It is sub-zero right now in the main Oceti Sakowin camp. It is probably the coldest I've ever experienced in my life. I'm just barreling through. The camp has emptied quite a bit. If I want to give you a percentage, I'd say it's a quarter to a half less full than last time I was here. You have obviously the blizzard of the last 2 days clearing people out. It is dangerous to be out here too long if you're not in a heated tent. You see people kind of walking around trying to stay near fires, but mostly people are in their tents. This is not weather you want to be outside in for a long time. I've spoken with a few people who are out asking how they're faring in the winter storm. Even the wind is punishing. It is very, very windy. It hurts your face. It hurts your muscles. And I was also in the veterans tent where there's dozens and dozens of veterans who came in here to protect the water protectors. And it's kind of like a food pantry and a medic tent at the same time. I'm here with Carlos. You've been working feverishly day and night, really, running the veterans tent. And you know, it's tough. We're not going to sugarcoat it. The conditions are really rough. Why don't you tell me about the worst of what you guys have been dealing with?
But the conditions are really rough. The weather is rough. There's other veterans that are, a little bit seasoned veterans who can't handle these kind of conditions or thought they might be able to. But a lot of guys have, we're all veterans. Some of us are war veterans. We have post-traumatic stress, anxiety, depression, and a lot of it's overwhelming. And it's just really hard, but we're doing everything we can every day to keep these people alive, keep them going. It's hard to support the cause when you're just trying to survive at this point.
And people could look on TV, they could look at a weather.com, but until you're here, you don't realize how really, beyond cold it is. It's dangerous to be outside for too long. What's the kind of things you've been seeing? People coming in with hypothermia, people coming in falling?
We've had people coming in with hypothermia. We've had to warm them up. The medics across camp have some things, but we built makeshift stuff here to really help people. We got a couple of combat medics in the tent that can kind of triage people until the support arrives.
I wanted to ask you, this trauma, this is trauma that people are going through, is because the government in North Dakota, the federal government, the police force are essentially care more about the protection of an oil company than water, than human life. As a veteran yourself, can you imagine if you were overseas, seeing what's going on here, and what you're seeing here is more the protection of plutocrats?
It's absolutely incredible. What this started for me, just being at home and being online, watching videos of people getting beat and shot with pellets and rubber bullets and hosed in negative temperatures. And when I saw all that, it was just appalling to me. But then when I heard that a bunch of veterans were going to come out here, support this kind of cause, I personally didn't know what to believe. You can't believe the mainstream media. You can't believe the government officials locally. You can't believe the oil company. But I knew that 2,000 plus people who served our country and fought for our freedoms are going to be out here. And they're going to need food, and they're going to need assistance, and they're going to need young backs to pull some weight. And I took time out of work. I took time away from my family and my wife and my kids to be here to support this. And I just thought that there'd be a little more to go by, but each person steps up how they can. I started out command in just a little tent, a group of 10 people, and now I'm the company commander, and I have to organize all types of madness. And I got anxiety and a little bit of PTSD and stuff, but every day it just gets overwhelming. Every day I end up being a fallout myself from my own, just nonstop running around trying to keep these people living. So,
does a fairly large number of veterans plan on staying here for a while?
Yeah, a lot of luckily we were able to evac a lot of people who were older, weren't fit to stand these types of temperatures. But everybody that's here now is in it to win it. They may not be able to stay forever. I'm going to have to go home eventually. But everybody who's here is here for the cause, is here to, and also it just started as all of us wanting to be here for this particular purpose or reason. and then all of a sudden, like, now we're here to keep each other alive. And so that brotherhood that we used to have in the trenches in Iraq and in the mountains of Afghanistan, like, that brotherhood is here now. We're feeding each other. We're keeping each other warm. We're giving each other love and comfort. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason I'm sitting in this chair right now is because people stopped me from working. They stopped me from doing the thing, you know, to command to just take a break, eat some food, because we're all doing what we can. We're all doing what we can here to stay alive.
Are we talking a couple dozen are going to stay, over 100, a couple hundred? I mean, I know you don't have an exact number, but...
That's the hard part. I know for a fact that the 30-plus people in this tent, the 20-plus people in that tent, and the sparse veterans who are rookie recon hard chargers who were living in their own tents and whatnot, they're here for the long haul. So I'd say, I don't know how many evac to the casino. The casino's over capacity. They need as much help as we do. They're not in the harsh conditions, but they don't have anything, and there's just nothing to support them. So, but I don't know if those people will come back. I don't know if the overarching support will come back, but we're all going to be here. We're going to support them. We're going to build them. We're constructing yurts and tents for them. We're constructing bathroom facilities, and we're just keeping this. We're keeping these tents up so that people can live. It's really a survival at this point, you know. So I'm going to do what I can for as long as I can, and then hopefully somebody will step up and take my place.